Today is another Friday can't get it out of my head day.
That's
Keith.
right. That's right. He is. And I'm Rodney. And this is the Daily Chronicle. And it's where we catalog and chronicle, imagine that, our journeys. We're doing it for our daughters. At least that was original intent was just to do this for our daughters and make a video diary. And then we decided to make it public so that we could share and learn from a community of smart people out in the world. That'd be you watching. Smart person. So today on Fridays we do this like what we can't get out of our heads for the week, for whatever, for the day, for the moment. So Keith, you got one, go.
Allyship. There's been a lot going on socially right now in Minnesota, in around the country, right? In Georgia, obviously, another situation, and I can't remember exactly where it was, that are yielding protests and other things. And, you know, these are on very charged topics for a lot of people, and you're seeing it happen. And in the corporate space, this thing that happens in these situations where especially unarmed Black people have their life taken by police officers, right? This space where I've become acutely aware of the impact it has on you and my other Black friends, and how that can impact you at work. And where I then see, and I'm always reminded of Dolly Chug's book, The Person You Mean to Be, and where she talks about allyship and the sake of cookie seeking. And this space of what allyship actually looks like in the corporate space, I don't really have a definitive answer other than to say, to give you and our colleagues the space to express the feelings that you have to be your not best self on any given day, rather than it being about my frustrations towards the situation, right? Like, yes, it gives me pain, but at the same time, I have the ability to forget. Like, and this is the part that I've been thinking about and have had a hard time reconciling. Like, empathy can be crippling, right? Because the pain that I would feel for somebody else if they broke their leg, I don't have to heal my leg. I can walk away from it, right? And I don't have to go through rehab and do all of the things that ultimately go through. I then end up not doing anything for that person to help them because the pain it inflicts in me psychologically is equal to them biologically, but I don't have to do anything to fix it other than to ignore it. And making sure that that pain doesn't cripple, so that in non-charged periods of time when these things happen, that allyship continues because your experience doesn't change just because it's not in the news that day. And there have been some things written, and I'm trying to really figure out what it means and how, like, I can best just better the situation for even just you or our friends in any way possible. And that's kind of the thing that I'm really on I can't get out of my head.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be hard for corporations to do it because individuals haven't done it, and the nation hasn't done it. There's a piece, like, a lot of what needs to happen is just acknowledgement. Like, how are you? How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Like, not with anything else. Like, how are you feeling? I'm feeling blah blah blah. Like I got a text from one of my white friends last night. It was a video link, and have you seen this? And I was like that's not the response. So if you're not Black and you have a Black friend, that's not allyship. Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
But how are you? Like, I can only imagine, like, whatever, some variation of how are you. That's all it's got to be. From a corporate standpoint, like, I don't know. I think the response for COVID has been good. Like, we got extra time off, or I got the option to take time off.
Right.
Extra, there's extra burdens put on people from that situation, and that's what happens when these atrocities happen. Focus is shattered. It's hard to stay in one place. I have that struggle on the best of days. I'm pretty scattered. Now, I would say in the last 6 months, I've made I made some huge leaps in being able to focus and be where I need to be. But something like this happens, and it's very hard to stay in moments. So yeah, it's an interesting thing. Like, what would corporations do? How would they do it? I don't know. But I think they do need to do something, because it's I'll tell you, it's a very lonely feeling. Especially when we're in the office. We're not in the office right now, but when we're in the office, I'm sitting there working, and everybody's just going about their day, and it's like nothing's happening. It's like, really? You kidding me? Like, nothing? Nobody? Because it's so uncomfortable. It's work. Do we talk about this? Do we not? And if I'm, even if I see another Black person in the office, like, we may or may not talk about it. We may be busy running the meetings. Who knows? But there might be a moment of solidarity. It's a very isolating experience. It's yeah. So that's what I don't even, what I can't get out of my head. I don't know. Like, I'll just respond to what you said. So, yeah, that's our Friday.
Hey, happy Friday. Though I do think, like, the ally conversation, and I use air quotes because, I tend to do that with overly used social terms, but I'm curious, like, how do you practice or treat allyship?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I meant to respond to that. So, allyship, there are some basics, like educating yourself as far as possible. Everybody's ability to educate themselves is different.
Yep.
But starting, and then you can have a conversation, but don't, like, come to me or your Black friend and say, teach me about sharecropping, or, like, whatever. That's not the right start to be a good ally.
I also want to add on that, like, just Rodney said it, like, if you're in the office, if whatever, like, it doesn't, being an ally, and this is Dolly Chug's cookie seeking, isn't going up to your Black friend or Black coworker or, a Black person on the street and saying, man, I totally get it. Like, I feel that pain. I understand that feeling. And so let me give you a hug and then walk away, right? Like, that's the allyship, is understanding that, like, I don't live in your house and your house is on fire. Sure, I understand that your house is on fire, and it would suck that my house would be on fire, but my house isn't on fire right now. So either I throw a bucket of water on it, or I give you refuge in my home by just simply saying, hey, how you feeling today? You doing all right?
It's a powerful, powerful question. Just checking in on people, like, acting like it's not there, and then making it yours. Like, those, like, if there's a spectrum of, like, the wrong things, and the right somewhere in the middle, like, they're over here.
Yeah.
Don't ignore it. Don't make it yours. Even if you feel it extremely strongly, don't make it yours.
It's not, like, I feel that pain, but it's not it's not my pain to feel, but at the end of the day, it's very different.
It's not that your feelings are valid. Right. It's just that you invalidate the person. Like, you invalidate the person's feelings that you're talking to when you make it about your feelings.
Right. Empathy, powerful. It's a complex thing. But anyhow, so yeah, allyship. Love thoughts on it. Love to understand how you practice it, what you think about it, or how you want to respond to us. So in that case, have an amazing weekend. And
find some peace in the small moments.
Be back with you on Monday.